everybody, my name is Stephanie with MissSusieHousewife.blogspot.com, and I wanted to show you guys today how to make your own cloth diaper. Mainly because I got in my microfleece today, which is what I used for the inner part of the diaper to wick away moisture from the baby's bottom. And I had to wait until I got this in because the microfleece that I had shown in a previous video, which looks like this, is not a wicking fabric. I was at Hobby Lobby and the lady told me that this is microfleece, so I trusted her, and she said that people used it on their diapers. And then when I got home and tried it out, it was waterproof. Like, it made all the water like beat up on top of it, and I was very frustrated and was researching it for like a whole week. And I actually contacted a company called diapersewing.supplies.com, and they told me that there are some microfleece fabrics out there that people use for blankets that are waterproof, and mine just happened to be one of them. And so the blue and the green pretty microfleece that I bought, I now have to do something else with it. So maybe I'll make a blanket or something. I don't know. But I'm happy because now I have a bunch of it. And the great thing is that the website, diapersewing.supplies.com, has amazing prices. Like, I think this was like $12, $13 a yard, the wrong microfleece. And then this that I had, I got on sale, so I got like an awesome deal on it. And like it came in really quickly. And I didn't buy the pool that I'm going to use in this tutorial from their company, but I did look at what they had on their website, and I love their prints. Oh my goodness, love their prints. And all of their like solids and stuff. So I'll post a link in my description to their website, and you guys can check it out. And yeah, so let's get started. What you're going to need is a sewing machine, scissors, a seam ripper for mistakes, a fabric marker to trace your pattern, pull or PUL fabric. I bought a half yard, and that'll make about 6 newborn diapers. Microfleece, you'll need about the same amount of fabric as you've gotten for your PUL, a 1/4 inch elastic, hook and loop Velcro if that's what you want for your closure, and then the Cloth Revolution pattern in my description. First, you're going to want to print out your pattern and tape it together, making sure to line up the little diapers. I printed out mine in the newborn size, and I also included the pocket tab on the top because I'm making a pocket diaper. Next, align your pattern with your pull, making sure that the fold of the fabric is on the straight edge of the pattern. After you've done this, you can pin it in place and trace and cut. Go ahead and mark where the Velcro is supposed to go by simply marking the sides and the middle. Because I used bigger Velcro, I will only use this as a guide. Then lay your pattern on your microfleece as before with the pull and trace and cut. Make sure you mark where the Velcro will go for the tabs and also where the elastic is to be tacked down. If you are applying Velcro, do this now, making sure it is centered, and then go ahead and pin it to the fabric. Then sew it down, making sure to get your seam as close to the edge as possible. Next, you're going to make your Velcro tabs by hooking together your hook and loop and then making it 2 1/4 inch long. And then go ahead and cut. I've done one here, and I also rounded out the edges so that my tabs will look finished. Once you've made 2 of them, unhook them from each other and then put them back together, making sure that the hook is on one side and the loop is on the other. Then go ahead and do a zigzag stitch around the outside to make sure that they're fastened to one another. Then you're going to take your tab and put it on top of your pull fabric where the tab is to be placed, with the hooks facing upward. Then you can lay down your microfleece, making sure that the right side of the microfleece is on top of the hooks. Pin down your fabric around the tab and also kind of pin down the tab itself. Just sticking a needle through it works. Mine was really thick, so I couldn't really pin it down. Then go ahead and pin around the whole outside of the diaper, making sure that your ends are even, but leaving the pocket side open and not pinning it down, starting to sew there and ending there. I made a 1/4 inch seam around the whole diaper, as you can see here, and I've trimmed around where the curves are. Then if you want, you can turn your diaper inside out and make sure that all sides have been sewn together and that everything is looking nicely. Then you're going to cut out your elastic, making sure that it's stretched out to the specified lengths. Here for mine, the leg was about 4¼ inch and my back was like 3½ inch. Once you've cut out all of your elastic, go ahead and pin your leg elastic to the points where it needs to be tacked down on both sides of the diaper. I like to tack my elastic down about 1/8 inch past the tacking point that's specified on the pattern. And then also bring your elastic to the very edge of the diaper and then tack it down as close as you can to the edge of the elastic, making sure that you still get enough elastic when you tack it down, but that when you turn it inside out, you can't really see where you've tacked down the elastic. And then once you've tacked down your elastic, go ahead and fold down the pocket flap that's at the top of your diaper and sew it down. Then you're going to take your back elastic that you'd cut out and put a safety pin through it. This way you can guide the elastic through the tubing that you just made by sewing down that back flap. Be sure to make sure that when the elastic is going through that tubing, that the edge of the elastic doesn't go through the tubing itself, because then you'll lose it and have to start all over again. So once it gets to the edge, go ahead and tack it down with a pen and continue guiding the elastic through the tubing until you reach the end. And then once you have reached the end, take the safety pin out of the elastic, making sure to hold onto the elastic so it doesn't spring back into the tubing, and pin it down as you've done before with the other edge of the elastic. Once you've done this to both sides of the pocket, go ahead and tack down the elastic by sewing it as close as you can to the edge. When you have finished and turned your diaper inside out, this is what the elastic tubing should look like. Now you're going to want to sew your leg elastic in, as I've done here. This part is kind of tricky because you're going to blindly sew in your elastic by finding the end of your elastic, sewing in towards the middle of the diaper about 5/8 of an inch, and then stretching your elastic while sewing a 5/8 seam around the edge of the diaper, creating a tube. Make sure not to grab the elastic when you're sewing, because then you'll have to take the seam out and do it all over again. And once you've finished, it should look like this, tightly bunched up and super stretchy. And then if you are wanting to do the snaps, at this point is when you would add them in. If you don't want snaps, however, you are completely finished with the diaper, and then you can make sure that you've cut off all loose threads from the diaper. So congratulations, you've made your first Cloth Revolution diaper. If you're wondering about laundry tabs, I just take a cut of loop Velcro and attach it during laundry. If you have any questions or concerns about this tutorial, please comment below. And for more fun DIYs, please check out MissSusieHousewife.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching!